What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Punchboard-A-Holic, and today we're doing another character review. We're going to review Marvel Zombies Fantastic Four Under Siege. In this campaign, we have the it's weird because maybe I just don't know much about the Fantastic Four. Our zombies are Namor, Black Bolt, Super Skrull, just to name a few. And I mentioned that because, to my knowledge, those aren't Fantastic Four. Um, even the heroes in the game, you have Super Skrull. I wasn't aware that Super Skrull had anything to do with um, the Fantastic Four, but maybe I'll learn something from this. With that, let's go ahead and see what these heroes and zombies look like. First up, we're going to take a look at Mr. Fantastic. We've got a Mr. Fantastic with maybe some molecules floating around him. So that'll be some fun details to paint. Can't tell what he's standing on. Almost looks like a door. Or a piece of sidewalk. Not sure. We have Invisible Woman. They do have a little gripe to pick with CMON on this one. When they did Marvel United, X-Men, the Fantastic Four were released, and Invisible Woman was released with a see-through leg and maybe even arm. So I mention that because as you look at a lot of these figures, they have something that was attached. They weren't printed as you see them. Like her arm might be attached, maybe not, but she was not printed on this base. So there was an opportunity for them to, add something see through on her. Not familiar with who this little guy is. I know he's part of the Fantastic Four. He was going to be in the most recent Fantastic Four movie, but they opted to remove him from the movie. So, fortunately, I'm sorry, I don't know his name. Next, we have The Thing, who looks mean as ever. And I talk about the detail in a lot of these. I mean, look at that. Yancey Street. Clear as day. Yancey Street. Even if I'm looking at it, I got it probably 16 inches away from my face, and I can clearly read that. Yancey Street. He's standing over a sewer cap. Don't really see anything else Easter egg wise, but cool character. Next, you have Human Torch. Awesome looking rendition. Again, another character that could have. I mean, look, you see his leg is separate from the rest of his body, so could have used a some red on here. And if it's not posted already, it will be shortly. You'll be able to look at my Phoenix. She's one of like 3 characters in the game that have something see-through on them, and she has the flame Phoenix behind her. So there were opportunities, but it's okay. I'll still paint some cool flames on him. Johnny Blaze. And last but not least, for the heroes, we have Super Skrull. So in this version, you can see he's got Thing's hand. He's using Mr. Fantastic's power. Who knows? He may even have some invisibility on him I'll can't really paint invisibility, or if you have recommendation on how to, let me know. I'd be curious and I could incorporate that somehow. But we have Super Scroll. On to the zombies. We have Dr. Doom. And just to zoom in, you can see the detail on the book that he is holding. It's pretty amazing when that book is smaller than my thumbnail. Pretty cool. Sorry. You would think I'm standing still, but the slightest movement picks everything up. Dr. Doom. Again, we have Super Scroll. This one, you can see he's got some flame. And I'm just going to pick up the other one again because I didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah, so I'm sorry. This one, his arm has flames coming off the back as well. So he does have some of Human Torch. Maybe I just missed that. I know in the Secret Wars show, I know some of the Fantastic Four were used on him, but I mean they issue, he had Groot, stuff like that. So I'll have to watch those episodes again to see what powers she had. But we have Super Scroll. It's got a weak hand, Mr. Fantastic hand, and he's torn to shreds. Sorry, it's very hard to get a good zoom in on this without going out of frame. Next up, we have Black Bolt, who is holding Medusa's head. If you're familiar with that comic book, you'll understand that she's got powers just like Medusa. And he doesn't talk. If he talks, he shatters whoever hears him. So he lets Medusa do his talking. I'm not sure from the comics or the show that was out with them if Medusa actually turns people to stone or what her actual power is. Here we go. Next up, we have Namor. So there is another live version of Namor. He is in the Kickstarter exclusive box, but very cool. He's got a kraken or octopus underneath him. That'll be fun to paint. Next up, we have Zombie Thing, which I love this one because he's got a huge chunk ripped out of his side, chunk out of his head. Damage to his legs. He's got damage to his arm. But that's not stopping the thing. Moving on to Invisible Woman. Again, nothing transparent with her. Her robot is now destroyed. And she is a member of the Walking Dead. She looks harmless or like a slow mover, but she will be a fast mover in the game. And the last zombie we have is Mr. Fantastic, who is still able to use his arm even though it's got some damage to it. But he is zombified. And last we have the bystanders. So I didn't know this, but here is Agatha Harkness from the WandaVision series. She is actually a good friend of the Fantastic Four. She has a son who is an enemy of the Fantastic Four. His name is Nicholas Scratch. I'm not familiar with him. He is partnered with villains such as Dormammu, but that's who this is. Would have never guessed it. Agatha Harkness. And last we have Alicia Masters. Again, not really familiar with her, but if you're familiar with the movies, this is Ben or the Thing's love interest, somebody that he works with, and then eventually marries. So, Alicia Masters. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing and watching another video. If you have some time, leave a comment and a thumbs up. Thank you.